New Yorkers know our city is a special place, and in the new film Alberto and the Concrete Jungle, we follow a photojournalist who attempts to escape the lure of the city, but its colorful characters make it all a little more complicated. Take a look.
He lives what many of us call a dream. Sublime beauty, amazing food, friends all across the world. As a photojournalist, Mr. Buenaventura often captures moments of action and play, but he's best known for how he spends his free time between paid gigs. His website calls it mischief.
Mischief means I try to meet 10 to 15 people every day.
Nice boots.
Sometimes the most mundane thing can become a big adventure.
Brian, is this it? What?
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh. And star of the film Alejandro Santoni and executive producer Harper are here with us now. Guys, good to see you. How are you?
Hey. Good.
Alejandro, let's talk about your character first. He's a little eccentric, right? He's a bit of a nomad.
The first time I read the script and the description of the character, I had the idea of exploring a clown. So to me, he's like a clown in a way, the way he behaves, the way he reacts. And he's very different and unique. I don't know. And to me, the movie, it's about, in a way, what would you do if life insists in saying to you, no, again and again and again? What would you do? Would you quit? Would you do something different? But he keeps trying.
I mean, so Hill, what brought you to this story? You're as executive producer.
I'm just at a place where I want to support talent and want to support creatives, want to support filmmakers with voice. And certainly Chris, his voice is amazing, and Alejandro's performance is incredible. So these are the types of projects you want to get people to see and you want to get behind, because there's not a big studio budget behind it. Beautiful independent filmmaking is what you see here, and a lot of the scenes on the streets, Alejandro gets out and does his thing, and then they're moving on. It's not like it's not like some big project where people know they shut down all the streets and all this.
Yeah.
It's independent filmmaking, and I've always loved independent film.
This was kind of like guerrilla style filmmaking, right? So you're doing this in the real streets of New York when, like you said, nothing was shut down. Alejandro, for you, what was it like filming that way?
I love it. I mean, when I moved to New York, I'm from Puerto Rico. So when I moved to New York, I started doing theater first. And so I know the feeling, it's a street. It feels like street theater. You have to acknowledge everything. You have someone by your side or someone that doesn't know what's going on. You kind of have to bring them with you.
Yeah. Do you feel like, this is kind of like the best representation of New York?
What makes, in my opinion, New York the greatest city in the world is the people, and you get to see this whole variety of people in the film that represent the city. And it also was shot pre-COVID. And to your point, the vibrancy that was the city pre-COVID is represented there. And it's a vibrancy that I think all of us hope will come back to the city as well.
Yeah. Now the film right now is making the festival circuit, right? And picking up some awards along the way, I might add. What do you think is unique about this film that people are liking about it?
I think the style of the director is it's very spontaneous and dynamic, and so it keeps you looking and interested.
The directing and the editing is amazing. Obviously the acting is fantastic, but ultimately to me it's about connection in our lives. Do we accept that connection and deeper connection, or do we keep moving away from it? And I think that's a question we all should ask during this time when many of us are separated. How do we deepen our connection with each other?
I think that's a question that we all have asked ourselves a lot more often in these past several months. But I do have to talk to you about The Good Doctor. Season 4 is underway. What can fans expect this season?
The first 2 episodes deal with COVID, and basically, in my mind, they're basically love letters and thank you to our healthcare workers out there that are heroes, that have been heroes throughout this pandemic. And then the 3rd episode, we get introduced some brand new young residents come in And I'm really excited for people to see it and meet these new characters.
Well, I can't wait to see season 4. I hope a lot of people go out and see this movie. Alberto and the Concrete Jungle is making the digital festival circuit now and will hit theaters early next year. For more info, visit chrisshimojima.com/Alberto. Guys, be well, be safe, and thanks so much for taking the time to chat with me today.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Sara.